Breaking news now out of the Middle East. The IDF taking responsibility for a strike that killed a Hamas commander in Lebanon. The strike possibly complicating this renewed push for a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war.
Let's turn our attention now to northern Israel, where there's been a series of drones launched from southern Lebanon. They struck several areas, triggering air raid sirens. Explosions were heard in the coastal city of Nahariya. At least 17 people have been injured. The Israeli army says it intercepted at least one rocket.
More than 50 tunnels along the Philadelphia corridor in Rafah were destroyed by Israel over just the last week. The Israel Defense Forces providing that update along with the video showing just some of the operations. The IDF also saying the Israeli military has eliminated more than 17,000 terror operatives during the war in Gaza.
Выполнить все решения Организации Объединенных Наций и, прежде всего, создать полноценное палестинское государство. Рад очень палестинский народ. Вы знаете, мы около 700 тонн грузов направили различного характера. Делаем все для того, чтобы использовать любые возможности для поддержки палестинцев и палестинского.
Tonight, dramatic scenes of what Ukraine's security service says is the capture of more than 100 Russian soldiers yesterday. President Zelensky declaring Ukraine is now in full control of the small town of Sudzha, 6 miles from the border inside Russia. Zelensky said Ukraine's military is now setting up a command office in Sudzha, suggesting they may be planning to stay longer term.
An earthquake has just rattled Southern California. The quake was centered just northeast of downtown Los Angeles.
Tonight, the nation's largest wildfire, brazen and boundless. Firefighters spread thin over the Park Fire, a threat zone now sprawling across 4 counties.
Powerful 7.1 earthquake strikes off Japan's southern coast. The quake triggered a tsunami advisory.
The situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern.
A sharp rise in Mpox cases across multiple African nations has led the World Health Organization to declare a global health emergency.
The CDC says there's an uptick in the respiratory illness parvovirus B19.
The respiratory virus is commonly called fifth disease. The CDC says half the population has detectable antibodies by the time they reach 20 years old, but the problem, they say, stems from infections dropped with precautions taken during the COVID pandemic, and that led to a reduction in immunity.